What about sustainable urban tourism in 2009? Nowadays, urban tourism is connected to services that cities offer to tourists principally. People visiting a city use a lot of different services. On the one hand, all direct tourist services such as hospitality system, info point, cultural attractions. On the other hand, all those services not completely devoted to tourism such as local transports, leisure spots, business facility, which can be used by citizens also. What does sustainable tourism mean today? Quoting Wikipedia, sustainable tourism is an industry committing to making a low impact on the environment and local culture, while helping to generate income and employment for local people. The aim of sustainable tourism is to ensure that development is a positive experience for local people, tourist companies and tourists themselves. We can start from some interesting questions. Is sustainable tourism traveling by plane and sleeping in rich and big resorts placed in old towns or natural spots? Is sustainable tourism visiting a museum designed by an artist where the contents are less important than the building itself? Is sustainable tourism offering public services which are expensive to realize and to manage? The first possible solution to these questions could be the diffuse hospitality system. The bed sharing project is an alternative form of hospitality designed by Esterni to put in contact people looking for a place with people offering one everywhere in the world. This initiative was first tested in 2009 during the Salone del Mobile Week in Milan. Bed sharing is a service aiming at offering reliable accommodation solutions by creating a network which directly connects applicants to potential hosts. Being accessible and open to everyone, bed sharing is a platform to ease sustainable tourism. It represents an alternative accommodation possibility to hotels that sometimes are too expensive or impossible to find. This initiative allows to share, to make experiences, to meet people with the same interests, to exchange views, to grow from a cultural point of view. The second possible solution: the diffuse museum system. If Ryanair or EasyJet can fly us at 1 out of 20 of normal cost, why can't we think of building and managing a new museum spending 10,000 euros instead of 1 million euros? Tracce di Tabacco is a workshop designed by ID Lab with Semeraro Lab and Super. Inside an ex-tobacco factory in Lecce, an ubiquitous museum has been realized focused on the direct experience and on the transmission of memories. To do so, some relational dynamics between the participants were activated, the students with the local inhabitants, the witnesses of the time when the tobacco factory was still working. At the end of the workshop, an interactive exhibition with other objects and old stories was organized. In the installation, the stories about the ex-tobacco factory were explored through the objects made by the workshop participants. This is a new form of museum where the attention is concentrated on the contents, where people are directly involved. The third possible solution is the diffuse library. From a sustainable point of view, nowadays the classic concept of public library is inadequate. A classic library is too expensive to realize, too expensive to manage, and purely used by people. How can a public library be redesigned in 2009? The idea is quite simple. Let's take 10 ancient pubs placed in the old town. Let's buy 500 books, a Wi-Fi connection, and some newspaper subscriptions. This is the public library of the future, where the local council spends 1 out of 100 of a normal public library cost. No cost for a new building, no cost for managing the library. A little investment for books, newspapers and Wi-Fi system only. In this way, tourists and citizens are satisfied. the pub's owners are happy too, and the local council can solve this problem in a sustainable way.